Welcome back to another episode of Cascade Valley. We gotta go to Alabama. We're not rolling the Tide. Well, I guess technically we are gonna roll the Tide because we're getting them up out of here. But we just played at number 15 Florida, at number 20 Texas A&M. We win both of those games barely, and now we have to go to Alabama, followed by 2 Tennessee, and then we come back home to play USC. Not fun. We are going to have a massive shakeup, though, at QB. Dean Longa is going to get the start. He's played well, kind of in some late-game situations, being clutch, and we're going to give him a shot to be the starting quarterback. Will that last? We don't know, because we've been pulling quarterbacks left and right. But if Longa and Hester can't get it figured out, it might be Zach, or it could be all the way down to Burwell. We'll figure it out. The first time Cascade Valley has ever went to Alabama, and we're going to be starting a freshman QB, who honestly has been great in clutch moments, but this is Alabama. This is a different beast, and this is like a different country at this point. This is the toughest place to play in the entire nation, and we decided to make a QB change. Oh, look at Dylan Fowler. Solid run. Alabama, I don't believe, has allowed a single point so far this season, so this defense is definitely vintage Alabama, and we are running for our lives right now. But what a throw by Dean Longa. I mean, our entire roster is on a cold streak right now, which feels beyond scary and also not realistic. But YOLO, it is what it is. Oh, Ostergaard. One of the fastest players in the nation. Come on now. I can't believe how good this dude has been as a freshman for this squad. He has been one of the most important players we've had on this team. And look at Dylan Fowler earning the number 8. Longa try not to get rattled. He does have that road dog ability, so that'll help him out a little bit, but not a ton here. Oh, Lord, that's not going to help him. Man down. I mean, this is a different experience, man. This stadium is going crazy. Big third down. We're going to a halfback screen. Oh, we got some blockers here. And Dylan Fowler's going to get us the yards we need. Trying to get Fowler to run a different route. It's not really working. Oh my God, we're getting rid of it. I'm nervous. I mean, even with the ability, it is looking stupid tough right now against this squad. He's got his guy underneath. We're going to hit Hartzell, and he's going to get us about 4. Hartzell gets us the yards we need. We're in field goal range right now, but I don't even know if our kicker can not be rattled on this. Oh, come on, be able to turn up here. Ostergaard, and he's in the end zone. The freshman is helping us out so much right now. We've seen kind of what we can see from Alabama's offense or defense, but what about their offense right now? Let's see what that run game looks like. They're not even going to it. A little pass out of bounds. They can see our defense is good. Running back's gonna go in motion. We know we got a pass now. Ooh, a nice little, it's like a tight end screen. Good hit though by Slade. 35, Alabama's gonna be in shotgun, moving their running back out of the backfield again. Could be a little dump off route to him. They instead go across the middle, and it's a beautiful decoy. Alabama goes back to the run here. Solid first down run, and plenty more to go with that. Trying to sneak a blitz in here. We got to the quarterback, and it's Sean Lewis bringing down the QB. Sean Lewis has put his name up with some of the best defenders in Cascade Valley history, but the interesting thing about him, despite all the tackles, all the hits he's made, he only has 3 sacks on his entire career, which is crazy. Alabama moving in the wrong direction. Second sack in a row right now by our defense, puts into a 3rd and 28. 3 sacks in a row, 2 of them by George Jones. Shutting down Alabama is not an easy task, but we're right back out here again. Ostergaard, find the man with the hot hand, and we're going to keep feeding the rock. First quarter's kind of wrapping down, a little 2nd and inches. Longa, he's got some room. Might have a slight concussion, but we got it first. Probably one of the last plays here of the first quarter. Back to the play action. We're just trying to get them to respect maybe a little bit more of what we're doing, and they kind of are. And Dean Longa picks up 9 yards. The big fella can run. Alabama's expecting to run a lot, but we're hitting with play action, trying to keep them off their toes a little bit. Longa drives one, throws a beauty here to Quisenberry, who stops on a dime, has a man doing all types of maneuvers. Inside the red zone, time to give the rock to the man that knows how to get the ball in the end zone, Dylan Fowler. Fowler's got a little over 5 yards per carry. Not on that one. They drop him for a loss of 1. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Longa's going to make a quick adjustment here, switching Fowler's route. There's pass interference. They don't call it, and we're kicking a field goal. We're playing it safe. So hostile territory has Vitek absolutely cooked right now, but this should be pretty much a make for him. A little bit more right than we expected, but we'll take it nonetheless. Alabama's second drive is a whole lot better than their first right now. They're sitting here at 3rd and 7 in scoring territory. And again, they send their running back out of the backfield, something we got to be careful of. And a nice little curl route's going to end up being a whole lot more as they get inside the red zone. Alabama's going to send their running back out again on the move. We're watching what they do here, and Slade goes too far, and 12 again breaks another tackle. He's in the end zone. And this is a 3-point game down here again. Alabama's, again, putting a little bit of pressure on us. We got to maybe step up here. Nice pass. Daniel Keaton. We'll take the 7 yards. Excuse me, that was Demetrius Keaton, not Daniel Keaton. I'm out here combining names left and right for all my players, including some of my favorites. And look at Dylan Fowler. We got his name right. Trying to cross midfield. Right back here to Fowler. Solid run. Not as exciting as the last one. Too many warnings approaching right now here in the first half. Play it safe. Make them respect our running back situation. And Fowler was a great spin move, but it didn't really amount for anything. Too many warning hit. 3rd and 6. Alabama does not want us to get points again. They've got all the momentum. So we're getting to a playmaker here. Ostergaard. All the moves in the world, but there's a penalty on the play. I got a feeling we're going to be upset. Holding on the offense. Bob Hicks. We hate you. So that in turn is going to give us 3rd down. 14 yards to go. This is going to be close. He had it and he dropped it. We hate him. Alabama's going to be in a tough spot right now. 3rd and long, deep in their own territory. Do you run it to try to take a little bit of time away? They do. But this actually ends up being the best play possible. They go out of bounds, however, but they get it first. So instead, what could have been kind of a drive-ending play ends up being another big play here as they go down in the middle of the field for another 1st down. So much time on the clock right now. They don't really have to pass every time. They can do what they want, but so can we. Nowaski gets a huge sack. Pause if needed. Major play by Nowaski to get in there. You'd love to see a defensive tackle just finding ways to impact the game. They're going across the middle of the field. A great juke out. They're going to be a little short, though, 3rd and 1. The important thing for them is they can actually tie the game here if they make something happen. Oh, what a defensive play. So 4th and 1 from the 25. Not exactly a gimme, but a 42-yarder should be pretty good for a kicker at Alabama. This one is up. That one is pretty much down the center, and we had a tie ball game. We're going to find ourselves in a really tough spot. We can't even see what play we have dialed up at this point, but we know that a lot of our guys are running deep routes. This is risky business. He caught it. Oh, my God. Ostergaard might be the greatest. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen someone as good as this young man. Except for maybe Carmazzi. Whoa, what is this? Don't be on us. Oh, it's on them. Roughing the passer. Oh, necessary roughness. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Where does this put us? At the 3-yard line? Yeah. Now, given our situation, we don't actually have to pass here. So we're going to actually opt to run. Let's see if Fowler can maybe get there. He's down at the 1. 2nd and goal. I think we have one more chance to really go for a run here. We got a guy like Dylan Fowler. Yeah, let him go get a touchdown. Huge turn of events going into halftime. They might have tied it up, but we said we're taking the lead back. Alabama's driving here in the second half. They honestly feel pretty good. They have 2nd and 3. They're at the 33-yard line already. But our defense is locking in. Major play here, 3rd and 4. We're kind of playing for the short stuff here. We know it's a pass. They're going deep. Obi Amiri! Obi Amiri! No shot! Obi Amiri! We benched him almost all the last season, and he said, "Coach, I'm gone." Craig Amiri just had a game-changing situation happen. Now, all of a sudden, we are feeling pretty good about ourselves with a 2-score lead. Alabama's not a team that you kind of just, imagine they're going to fall by the wayside, though. This team is going to fight until the end. Oh, God, the RPO cooked us again. They're absolutely torching us on those. Alabama's got a 2 running back set. I believe one of their running backs is named Blizzard. Like, that's how you know a dude is an absolute demon. Like, your name is Blizzard, you are probably a dog. But you got lit up by Sean Lewis. Yeah, the man's name is Alec Blizzard, I think. That is, or Oscar Blizzard. A demon. Major 3rd down here. 3 yards to go. Alabama throws one, and Sean Lewis is there to break it up. We are, without a doubt, going to miss Sean Lewis when he graduates this year. This guy has just been a playmaker since he got an opportunity to shine. He's been one of the most important defensive players we've had, making play after play after play, and he just continues to excel. 1st rounder, in my opinion. 3rd quarter kind of winding down. We are just trying to let Alabama know that we don't care about them. Dean Longa has honestly looked really good so far in today's game, but we are seeing some freshman mistakes there, like throwing a ball really closely to the defender and almost letting them get it. But Dylan Fowler, personification of a leader. We actually don't know what play we picked here. Okay, we were trying to pick a halfback dive, but the game said no. And Dean Longa says, well, I'll run for a 1st down. Longa's actually been pretty good on the ground. Not, again, world-breaking, but He's been effective enough. Look at Keaton with another grab. Going into Alabama, your first actual start, these are numbers that I'm absolutely happy with this. I'm happy with Dylan Fowler. A great run again. Fowler just keeps finding ways, man. This is crazy. Uh-oh, Quisenberry, one-on-one. He got it. Come on now. Alabama with a little bit of time left in this game. This could be the most critical drive of the game for them, though. They have got to find ways to get points on the board right now. Down 18, under 6 minutes left. It's now or never if you're the Crimson Tide. Oh, my God. It might be now. Sean Lewis was in coverage in the tight end, and that is not his forte. CVU's got to lock in. 18 points is actually not that impressive. Like, this could be a ball game very quickly. And their QB's trying to run, and he slides. 2nd and 5. They go back to the run. Blizzard trying to get to the edge. He has the edge. He's got room. But there is a penalty on the play, and oh, thank God it's coming back. It's on Alabama. We will take that every single time. Yeah, we're accepting that penalty beyond quick. Bringing out a little bit of a blitz here, trying to throw the QB off. We had it, but we missed. 3rd down and 12. They got kind of a wide bunch to the right-hand side. And they go with a run, but we end up sniffing that out pretty quick. 4th and 10, under 4 minutes left. This is the ball game right here. The QB has all day, and look at Bryce Cheek go up and get it. That seals the game. Cascade Valley goes into Alabama and says, we don't care about the Tide. We're going to walk in with a huge W. Dean Longa. It was controversial. Coach McMervin got a lot of flack for starting him today. 236, 2 touchdowns. I don't think he turned it over, and he got the W. Longa again, 14 and 19, 236, 2 touchdowns, not a single interception. That's honestly music to our ears. On the ground, Fowler, 19 for a $121, 1 touchdown, not a single fumble. Longa only had 11 on the ground. He was serviceable, not great there though, not like Hester ends up being. And then in the air, we see Ostergaard 4 for 114 and a touchdown. Quisenberry also had a nasty touchdown as well, but we spread the ball around a pretty decent amount. Defensively, Sean Lewis shows why he's the captain. 9 tackles, 1 for loss, and he had a sack today. From a sack perspective, we also had George Jones get 2, Nowaski get 1, along with Lewis, and then a half a sack by Butts and by Slade. Interceptions, we had 2 today. Bryce Cheek, Sports Center top 10 play in my opinion, and Abi Amiri might have the best play of the game. Intercepts it, goes 101 yards to the house. And that single play took him from doghouse to I think he's starting and dominating again. So after the crazy game that we had against Alabama, now we got to face number 10 in the nation, Tennessee. If you say that our schedule is not insane, you are crazy. Now, Tennessee's roster is not unbelievable. They're still a very good team, but they're not like a crazy team. 88 overall, great offense. Defense is a little bit lower at that point. Their QB situation is solid, not amazing. They got 2 really good guys that aren't super elite, but can definitely get the job done. At running back, they've got 2 very good running backs who aren't amazing, but again, can get the job done. And then we move to wide receiver, speed demons. Their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys all have 92 speed or higher. They have nobody below 90, and they've got a freshman out here with 97 speed, 91 excel, which is going to be an absolute problem. So we got a lot of speed we got to worry about. Hopefully Abi Amiri can play strong. And then at corner, we're seeing some pretty good guys, but their number 1 guy, 84 speed, 89 excel. They might hide him maybe somewhere like the slot because they probably don't want him on the outside and trying to press anybody at this point. But their guys in between are great. 95 speed here, 99 speed here, 96. From man and zone coverage standpoint, top 2 guys got 90 man coverage. After that, their zone coverage is not great, but again, Brock is the one guy that could probably play zone really well for them. Cascade Valley is out here watching a dog just running around. Makes me miss Monte Dog. But you know what I don't miss? Losing games. Right now, we are undefeated, absolutely cooking in Tennessee. Just another team standing in our way of a giant W. They might have coordinated t-shirts out here, but it doesn't matter. We got Dean Longa, we got Dylan Fowler, and we got Donald Ostergaard. Sounds like an accountant, but he plays like an assassin. Longa and Fowler going to start this game off with a nice carry, and look at Dylan Fowler. That's what you love to see. We talked about it a lot this season, but Dylan Fowler has looked like the freshman running back that took the nation by storm, one of the best in the business, and he's been so much better this season. Second out, 7 yards to go. Longa's going to see his tight end, Parizo, and Parizo's going to go up and get one. Hit him with us. A juke! I was expecting to spin, but I'll take that. Our passing attack has honestly not felt this good since, honestly, James Hester last year, where he was cooking in a lot of ways. But the biggest issue is we're not really turning the ball over, being a lot more safe. And as much credit as I want to give to Dean Longa, it's not really him. It's really Coach McMervin calling a much more selective game to just keep this a little bit easier for his young quarterback. Third and short, probably 4-down territory. Dean Longa actually has a lot of wear and tear we're just kind of noticing. This could be interesting. We're probably at a spot where we don't want to run a lot with Dean Longa, considering he's got some wear and tear he's dealing with, but kind of figured out. Hartzell's going to go up the middle. Doesn't really find much. Back to the line. Going to go here. We go right back to Fowler, who's met just past the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and goal is going to be here. Again, Tennessee's defense in the red zone has been really good this season. You're kind of seeing it. Number 7, toughest place to play in the nation. And Longa just said, I need to get rid of it. That's going to be a field goal that's not exactly easy here from the hash mark. Oh, my God. Curry, not for 3. So Tennessee is out here. We're going to send a little blitz on them just to let them know we're here, okay? We're ready. And apparently their wide receiver was ready because he's going to the house on the first play of the game. Oh, Tennessee is different. So Tennessee's had the ball for 9 seconds, and they have the lead in the game. Not how we probably want to start this, but look at Demetrius Keaton down the sideline. A great move. He's been so good right after the catch this year. Out of the pistol, handing it off to Fowler. Look at him just find room to run. Picks up 9. Our guys in the edge getting pressed a little bit. Typically love to see that. We're going to find one over here. It's going to be Ostergaard. Ostergaard makes a good move. He's down inside the 10. Back at it. We're going to find Fowler on the run. Couple of yards here, maybe to the 6. Longa is trying his best. He's been going through it right now in this game. Doesn't have a ton, and just his first turnover as a QB in Cascade Valley is just one that we should definitely not have thrown. Tennessee's crowd is going absolutely insane right now. We got to just play good defense here. Volunteer's going to change up things a little bit here. Their QB's running, and he cannot get away from George Jones, having a couple of weeks here. Our guys know this is a huge down. Oh, my God, they're floating one. Silvestro. My heart can't take that. Coach McMervin's been playing around with his roster a lot, trying to figure out who are the best guys to put in certain situations. And one guy he's found to be a playmaker is Donald Ostergaard, who's going to be out here doing kick return and punt return duties, and that is something we love to see. Longa trying to bounce back after throwing his first interception of his young career here in CVU. Get rid of the ball quick, just make some plays. Parizo picks up 4. 2 trips to the red zone, nothing to show for it. That is not Coach McMervin football right now. Longa, I mean, they got to protect this man. Crowd is going crazy. I mean, Longa and Fowler are right next to each other, and they can't even communicate on what they actually want to have done here. We're going to pray that maybe he does. Quisenberry down the sideline. It's going to be close, and it's just thrown out of bounds. On the good side of the 50, Coach McMervin says, I believe my guys can get the first down here. He's going to opt to do it. He finds his guy Parizo from Longa, and that's going to be the first down we needed. Tennessee's got to respect our run game a whole lot more than what they are right now. And Fowler says, you will respect me on the ground. What a run, but you went the wrong way. You had 12 yards. Fowler is nicknamed the Muscle Hamster after his childhood running back idol, Doug Martin, and he looked like it on that previous play. Keeping it moving here. Longa's going to step up in the pocket. A big run from the big fella, and he gets kind of hit around. We don't expect Longa to run a lot. He had a lot of wear and tear kind of leading up to the game, but the adrenaline has definitely kicked in for him. And Dylan Fowler might have killed a man on that hit. Fowler might have actually hurt himself on that run. He's going to come out. Angelo Hartzell's going to come in. Potentially his first rushing touchdown of his young career, but not on this play. 3rd and goal. Got to lock in. You find Ostergaard. Ostergaard in the end zone. You need a playmaker. You found one right there. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Tennessee's got some options here, but can they find somebody open? Their QB's gonna throw one in Emery. One man to beat. He tries to hurdle him. It does not end well for him, but that's a game-changing play. The offense back in the field. 4 minutes left here in the first half. This is what we kind of wanted to see right now. This is not what we wanted to see right now. Longa's second pick of his young career, and it happens in the same game, in the same half. The defense from Cascade Valley's got to do a lot this game. Their young quarterback struggling, needs a lot of help. You know who needs some help? Tennessee's QB and Blair. You could have had a big fella touchdown, but you fell down on the ball, which is what matters. So 3 plays, 3 turnovers. It has been a wild half of football, and look at Dylan Fowler fighting. He might have a career game right now. In the first half, Fowler already has 79 yards rushing. Could end the first half with over 100 if he has his way to say it. Second out, 6 yards to go. Make the easy throw is what we're trying to do right now. Quisenberry almost has a first. 3rd down's kind of creeping up. Longa, again, on a cold streak. We're trying not to give him too much attention here. And look at Fowler. Maybe had the touchdown if we kept straight, but 100 yards in the first half. What Fowler wants, though, is a rushing touchdown. He could have had it on the previous drive. We had to bring him out because he was a little gassed, and he's so close down to the one. Second to goal, Fowler. He's going to get this carry over here. He's going to punch up the middle, and he falls in the end zone. A 7-point lead, potentially going into halftime. We needed it. Now, things getting a little interesting. Tennessee's moving down the field. They're in a great spot. They throw underneath. We've got guys there, and we bring them down inbounds, using their second timeout. Tennessee's using that quad formation, which is just so weird to see and deal with, and our guys just losing track of the ball on the field. So Tennessee's going to line up for about a 46-yard field goal if the math is correct, with 9 seconds left. They have no timeouts. This ball is up, and good Lord, their kicker has a leg. That is going to cut this lead to 4 going into halftime. We got to play better in the second half. We pick up here in the second half. Tennessee had the ball to start, didn't really do much, and so we've got a chance to make something happen here. And Ostergaard just trying to look fancy, breaking tackles. Donald Ostergaard is a grown man, and he wants everyone to know about it. Tennessee's offense a little desperate for positivity right now. They go with an RPO from the wide side of the field, and it's 4th and inches. And Tennessee's coach could be potentially faking it, but they are kind of deep in their own territory, at their own 35. They're going to opt to punt it, one of their better punts they've seen so far today, and they got to kick it to the baddest man in the game, who they control pretty well. So with that, the number 7 toughest place to play in the nation, Cascade Valley, an 11-point lead halfway through the third quarter. Dylan Fowler doesn't really do much but one. Longa again trying to settle in, doesn't seem to be in that cold streak he was on earlier. He's going to find his guys underneath, and Mr. Whitehart's going to pick up the first. The offense feeling pretty good right now. Ostergaard is going to run into his own man, almost slips away from that one. 2nd and 9. Longa's feeling the pressure. What a narrow escape there. I don't know how he got through. Little press coverage we're kind of seeing here. We're going to see an adjustment. Carmazzi. He's been known to be him. And Carmazzi, you haven't heard his name in forever, and he gets a huge touchdown. Stretching the defense is what he does best. Game getting a little bit out of hand right now. Sean Lewis is keeping this defense locked in, knowing they've got a chance if they can just slow down this offense from Tennessee, which is easier said than done, but we held them to 10. Back again, they go with another run, and not as successful. Tennessee just staying with a hurry-up offense here. We're just trying to control a little bit, keep them in check. Bend, don't break. If they want to keep running, that's entirely fine. 3rd and 8 now, kind of a different situation. They've run the ball out. It hasn't really been prosperous for them, and good Lord, our coverage. What are we doing out here? Tennessee's staying in shotgun. Their QB's been delivering some strikes on this drive, but they go back to the run again. And I see why. Their dude is just out here, but what a hit. We're going to switch up, do a little bit of man defense, and I get it. The run is working. They're going to go back to the run, but we kind of know your MO at this point. Tennessee's coach, maybe he's trying to get an early vacation, go to Cancun pretty quick, because the play calling right now is abysmal. Up 18, 4th quarter's right around the corner. We have a really good chance to put this game away, and we're going to lean on Dylan Fowler. We need more than 4 yards per carry. Probably the last play here, the 3rd. Longa, he's got Ostergaard. This man is unbelievable. New quarter, same offensive game plan. Run Dylan Fowler through that defense. Something we don't really try a ton is kind of running. What? Okay, I think you see why we don't run the speed option, because something crazy happened, then he threw the ball 30 feet in the air, and they said the play was over. Thank God. That's why we don't run the speed option here. Longa is going to maybe throw another pick. No, let's just punt the football and be safe. This game's in a really good spot for CVU. Going right back to Dylan Fowler, who has just got a lot of wear and tear. We probably shouldn't even have him in the game. And with that, we're honestly going to get Fowler out of the game. He's had a great afternoon, but we're going to put Damian Finley in and just kind of see what he can do, if maybe he can cook a little bit. And yeah, anybody could run through that gap. Finley getting his 2nd carry here. Almost had a pull block. 3 yards. Finley continuing his onslaught of getting carries here. And yeah, it was too good to be true. There's going to be a penalty on that play. They've been kind of keen on our runs a little bit. We're going to switch things up. See if we can make something happen. Risky. Welcome back to the end zone, Mr. Carmazzi. We went into Alabama. We crushed the Tide. We went into Volunteers, and we said, volunteer for this L. I'm honestly surprised. Dean Longa struggled. We had a lot of adversity early in the game. He finishes the game with 4 touchdowns. The turnovers, we got to figure out. But overall, he battled back. Dean Long again, 14 of 20, 263, 4 touchdowns, great. 2 interceptions, we got to iron that out. On the ground, Fowler goes for a $138 and a touchdown, the most yards he's had in probably a little bit right now, but great production. We just got to work on the wear and tear for him overall. And Damian Finley probably won't play a ton this year, but 2 rushes, 16 yards, honestly not bad. The guy that we watched dominate all game today was Donald Ostergaard. 6 grabs, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carmazzi, 2 grabs, 2 touchdowns. That is an efficient day at the office. And then defensively, Jeremy Emery, I don't like seeing a corner lead us in tackles, but it definitely happened today. 10 for him. We saw George Jones ball out, 7 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 sacks on the day. Accompanying him was Damian Butts getting another sack as well. And interceptions, only 1. It was by Jeremy Emery, but hey, we'll take it. George Jones gets Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. He deserves it. This dude has been balling out week after week. It's finally time for him to get recognition. Oh, and what was that? National Defensive Player of the Week. I smell some awards coming his way. Now, at one point earlier in the season, we had like 3 of the 5 possible Heisman Trophy guys up there. We don't really have that now. It really just emerged to be, you know, Shakir Coxey, Sharif Bars, 2 QBs that are killing it right now, a great wide receiver in Javier Amaro, who only had 1 grab for 6 yards this past week, is all I'm saying. But Donald Ostergaard has been great every single week of the young true freshman's career. He's up for the Heisman. Will he end up winning it? Who knows? They'll probably give it to some quarterback like they always do. But if Ostergaard keeps putting up numbers like this, you can't deny this man at all. We're still the #1 team in the nation. We have a big game against USC this upcoming week that we have at least 1 recruit coming to visit. Will we have more? We'll figure that out. But if we win this game, it's a pivotal game for our season, and honestly, I like our chances to win out from here. After USC, it would be Northwestern, Washington. Both of those should be cakewalks. Nebraska could be tough, but it is a home game because we played all these away games at that point. Home against Wisconsin, home versus Minnesota. We finish at Michigan and at Indiana. Michigan really would be the more difficult game, but they're 1-2 on the year. So if we take care of business now, we're setting ourselves up for a whole lot of success later. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.